3-Eye Atlas, this mysterious interstellar object which first was detected in July of this year, speeding into our solar system at about 60 kilometers per second, now is within 2 astronomical units of the sun, meaning it's closer to the main engine.
What up, fam? Just a quick one while I wait for my breakfast tacos and my abondi, guys. So, enough of the cartoons. Let's get to the meat of it. I got a couple of minutes right here. So, Russia just started prosecuting people who do not agree with their Orthodox Trinitarian church. Okay, so the Church of Satan members are starting to be prosecuted. They're starting to close their bank accounts and they're going after them because they're calling them an extremist group. And if you look at the vague wording, they're saying they're extremists because they don't agree with the government issued church. Okay, they don't agree with the government issued church. That's extremism. So think about what that leads to, right? Now, the Church of Satan always conveniently ends up being the controlled opposition, right? They already played this card in the schools. They went to schools and were saying, if you don't take this Bible out of the school, then we should have the right to bring our cross-dressing satanic members and start after-school programs and start teaching your kids. It was a plan to get the Bible out of the schools because they consider themselves a religion too. Except the satanic religion allows them and encourages them to do things that we would consider unholy. Obviously, right? All right, so that same energy is being transferred over to America with Trump, with the YAHUAH laws, right? Isn't it such a convenient coincidence that they said don't mix religion and state, so get the Bibles out of the schools, but now, even with the YAHUAH laws, if you don't agree with what the state's religion is, then you get prosecuted? Seems like a big contradiction, don't it?
Over 70% have had at least one dose, over 82% of adults at least one dose. These are staggering numbers. We've gotten help from public sector, private sector, the faith community. One example from the faith community, and I want to correct something I said inaccurately before because I've been given some information, turned out to be wrong, but I want to take responsibility here. I had the wrong information about the Jehovah's Witnesses community, and in fact, we're really happy to say the Jehovah's Witness leadership has been very, very adamant supporting vaccination. In fact, here's a figure from the about 5,000 people who work in the offices of Jehovah's Witnesses houses of worship around the state. 99% are vaccinated. So thank you for the leadership. That's tremendously helpful. And
for years now, I have been personally calling elders at the Kingdom Hall, telling them to stop pushing this vaccine, right? So I think it's very interesting what's currently going on with the governing body with this whole vaccine scandal of unverified medication I've been warning about for the last couple of years personally. All right, lastly, let me give you something to think about. We're in the middle of what they will call the new moon, right? So there's 2 days where you can't see the moon. But what they didn't tell you is not only can you not see the moon in California, you can't find the moon at all anywhere on Earth. Okay, so think about that. If the moon is just a dirty rock that just stays in orbit around Earth, then that means at some point in time, somewhere on this Earth, we should be able to see the moon, right? But for 2 days, like the Bible describes, the moon cannot be found. It is literally invisible. It has given out all of its light. And there has never been any astrological or any scientist that has ever found the moon during what they call the new moon. Okay, the actual new moon starts when you first see the first sliver of the moon, according to the Bible. But if you're looking at what the mainstream scientists say, they say there's 2 days where they just don't know where the moon is. No matter how much technology they have, they can't find it. Well, you can't find it because, like the Bible said, it gave out its light. All right, family, my taco should be done. Have a good one, friends, family, my people. We out.